Hey radiant souls, welcome back. If you have been watching this series, welcome to my channel. True, if you're new to this healing space, we are on day 8 of our 30-day daily activation of new love, new wealth, and we are going to get started straight away and see what messages are coming in for us today. We're going to use 4 decks today, opening with a new portal energy. And as I shuffle, I invite you with warmth, blessings, and activating energies to participate in this. And thank you for being with me. Thank you for participating in these activating energies for the collective. Let's see what portal energy wants to come in to open our reading today on day 8. It is also the 8th day of the month. 8 is powerful, and as we all know, it is a number that represents power, wealth. So I am happy to be using the day's energy to activate and bring in new energies. Okay, this kind of flipped, but there were too many cards, so I will not take it. I'll put them back. But if you just wanted to see this card kind of flipped out for us to take a look at it, but it is too many cards, so we're gonna go back, do one more shuffle, and draw the card. New portal energy. Okay, soul star activation. So that's beautiful. And the base of the deck is karmic board clearing. Beautiful. Okay, so we have been talking about that we, the viewer, the collective who's tuning in here, has been through a long journey of doing a lot of karmic clearing. So that forms the base of our deck, that oracle deck. And the card we drew today is Soul Star Activation, Fulfilling Soul Contracts, Remembering Who You Are. I wanted to use this deck at the beginning today to see if there is a message for us in terms of, since we are in the Sagittarius sun season, there is a lot of expansive reaching out to the world, spiritual energy that is made available to us. So I'm sure you are all experiencing those action energies who are tuning in here. So I wanted to open after the portal energy to see if there is a message of action or some kind of movement we need to do, or some messages that we need to be aware of in that realm before we go into the love and the physical material world deck. So let's see what comes out. Positive movement forward, and number 8. Isn't that beautiful? On our day 8 of this activation series, on December 8, when I'm recording this, we get the card 8 with the red border in this deck, signifies the physical world. And in that physical realm, we see this ship moving towards the sun with the sail, positive movement forward. So that's a beautiful, remembering who you are and positive movement forward are beautiful cards to receive. And the bottom of the deck is the base chakra, number 1. And again, this is the root chakra, which signifies how to ground and how we are grounding the primal base root chakra energy in our lives, which includes wealth, which includes love, partnerships, family relationships, tribe, communities, in a very tangible way. And that is the basis of the whole reading series as well. So I love when we receive that in a very significant way, the message making it known to us that that's the base energy from the action that I invited for today. Okay, let's see what message we received today for our new love, new partnership, new romantic love, new soulmate love, new significant other, new way of loving ourselves. Okay, it's kind of flew this card. Number 21, she is the moon. Beautiful. So that gives me the idea of, okay, shifting universes is at the base of the deck, and she's the moon. So there may be the dreamy energy of knowing what is coming or what is around us in love, but maybe there is still the dreamy state exists, a veil exists to not clearly see what it is, but it definitely is a very soft moon energy in the place of new love. Let's now bring in an energy of physical world, material wealth. What message supports us? What message wants to be known? What crystal wants to come? How we are supported in the material world for this collective who is tuning in. How do we activate our material world wealth, physical world wealth in the best possible manner, in our highest timeline that will ground in our life and will be strong foundations based on which we will be moving forward. Okay, these two kind of flew out. Rest and revelation. These are, again, it's a continuation of a similar energy in love and in the physical material wealth manifestation, along with the positive movement, remembering who you are. So it is a continuation of an energy of allowing the softness, understanding when we are in liminal spaces, when it is not strictly defined. It is the space to allow the instinct and the intuition to develop fully, to allow surrender, to allow alignment, to allow the divine to take up our case and align us to our highest possible, the things that we may not have dreamt, those becoming available to us, or things we may have forgotten for a while and just kind of give up hope, now coming back to us. Things, people, situations, talents, skills, relationships. And the other way also, the liminal spaces to divine forces support us is by taking away which may feel unkind or shock to our systems. But these are things, relationships, life cycles, patterns that need to end, which have become restricting for us, but we remain in them because they are familiar, because we know how to do it, but there is no real joy, there is no real growth, there is no real way that we can do it differently, or others or situations will allow us to grow in those patterns. And how in liminal spaces, once those things go away, we need resting space, which is what I think we have received today, rest and revelation, that new is coming. We have released, we also got the karmic clearing as the base of this deck, which is the opening portal. And in that period of resting is when we surrender, is when we don't have the over clinging to one way of being, one way of manifesting. And that when things, situations, pathways become overtly important in our lives, then we have a unhealthy attachment to it. And that is sometimes not just because of greed or not because of, pride, false sense of control over others. Most often it is at the deepest level, it is the familiarity with it. It is the sense of security and familiarity we gain with those, and they become our ways to connect with life and express ourselves. So when those are kind of leaving our life, either voluntarily or involuntarily, when we are pushed against the wall in life situations, we release our control or our grip on those, then we need to rest to those to leave so that the new reveals and become known to us in more concrete ways, and we develop the confidence, just try our weak legs to run in those new fields now, and then they become our reality. So those are the cards for today. We are going to go deeper into the meanings now, and our last card is the prayer of abundance of Satis, which we have been doing in one or the other form over these every day in this series. And the base of this deck was Daring Rebirth, Goddess Ishtar, and astrophyllite. So if you have that crystal or you're attracted to that crystal in some form, it is again another way of resonating with it. Ishtar is the ancient Egyptian goddess. Isis, another name of hers. Daring Rebirth, of course. All this is part of the rebirth, and it is through the process of rebirth, when we are doing it on a daily level, it is basically showing us the way that we can attract this best without chasing it. And today's message definitely asks us to rest, ask us to attract rather than chase, and follow a way which may not be in our highest good. So to activate and deepen this energy further, we are going to use the words from the books, and that I'll give you a moment to tune in. Just relax into the center of your being, coming into the heart space, taking a deep, long breath in and exhale. Exhaling through the mouth helps you release your stress, helps you come to the center of your heart. And if you want, you can do it more than one time. And we are inviting the opening portal. The soul star chakra is the energy center that is found around 6 to 12 inches above the crown and connects us directly with soul wisdom. It is our gateway to the etheric realms, which hold all the lessons of all the incarnations that we have experienced. Through our soul star, we access information and wisdom like a computer connecting to the internet through broadband, instead of having to move through the dimensions to access the information. We can remain connected at all times and download support as necessary. So the Egyptian god Horus appears on this card as our spiritual guide. So definitely, many of you have connection with the ancient Egyptian spirit guides, Isis and Horus, who's her son, and of course is a powerful story and a representation of rebirth through the most trying situations. I'm sure some of you are familiar and know the story very well, but for those who may not, when her husband was killed by his own brother over greed and wanting to control the rulership and wealth, and so he was killed. And Isis, through her devotion, perseverance, magical power, collected his multiple pieces that he was shed into, and made him whole. And with him, then she went on to have her son, Horus. So that is the very, very powerful energy available to us. And now we are going to connect with this energy. Horus, Cosmic Sky Guardian, thank you for activating my soul star chakra so that I can remember at a soul level. So the message for you through this card is that through your previous journeys, you have learned much about the inner workings of your soul and about the cycles of karma. Before this incarnation, you set a powerful intention to remember your divine origins, and here you are now. At this point, you are in a powerful space, for you are remembering who you truly are, and you know that you have it within you to make a great difference in your own life, the lives of those you love, and of course the world. This remembering is in alignment with the soul contracts you made before coming to this realm. If you find yourself worrying if you're making the right decisions, know that even if you are not conscious of it, all that you have chosen so far is in accordance with your soul's evolutionary plan. And when you draw this gateway, you're opening up on higher levels. So my dear radiant souls, if any of you watching this have been through many emotional losses, physical world losses, or physical deaths of someone in your family, a warm hug to all of you. I know how severe those losses feel, or material loss in terms of a job or a living space. But this card is a reminder that anything and everything that you have been through is part of your evolutionary plan to help you reconnect with your soul power, to remember who you are, to connect with your star origins, soul origins, and as ancient as the ancient Egyptian spiritual guides, that you have done this over and over again. And this is to come into your power, to come into your center, not punitive, but for power, for empowerment. That your joy, that your wealth, that your love, that your wealth, your impact, your influence, these are not dependent on what is happening immediately in your physical world vicinity, as disempowering as they may have. But each time you fell through the crack, or you felt that you have fallen through the crack, that was to help you get up and remember your true power, which was never diminished, which was always connected. And now you're remembering that, and in that remembrance you gain your true power. And so in the physical world at this point that we have been activating and grounding this energy, it is now a very significant and important daily reminder to us to keep firm in that belief, in that conviction, in that faith, and know that there is positive movement happening in our physical world, in love, in material resources coming to us through coincidences, flowing to us multiple, and it may even shock you with, from a period of stagnancy to go into this flow. But remember that it was always working in your favor to come to you in a form where you can hold it after you have done your clearing. Now that clearing may have been initiations, self-initiations, that felt severe, because we always don't remember the soul journeys that we have committed to undertake before we incarnate. So, and if we don't take the space to detach and take steps back to remember who we are, what we are doing, and what is the bigger cosmic plan, it may feel severe and punitive. But when you are able to tap into this bigger picture and abundance that is always ours, and you slowly reconnect with that, then you remember that you are always provided for, you're always loved. Those who are supposed to help you and support you and be with you in companionship in this journey, will never leave you by. So that's the beautiful flow here. And let's see if there is any specific love message that helps us feel more connected to our hearts, to another, to others. I would like to read that out. Just give me a second. I'll take a sip of water. I feel, it's so dry in the part of the world that I'm from. Yeah, she is the moon, number 21. So your message comes through this oracle that your manifestation is unfolding in perfect timing. Wow, your manifestation in love, or also the bigger abundance, just than one immediate love relationship. But if it is one significant love relationship that you are bringing into manifestation, just relate that to this message. If you feel something isn't happening fast enough or is happening quickly and you are unsure if you're really ready, be assured all is well. If something is not clear to you and you would like it to be more so, the clarity you seek will come to you. Do not worry. Do not try to force the insight. Just be with what is happening now, and you are moving and growing, and all is well. Soon you will see that for yourself, and just as the moon grows full and revealing, even in the midst of deepest night. So see also the connection between the meaning of this card and the revelation that's in our wealth place, angel amethyst and blue obsidian, with the revelation about, what is becoming clearer, or you're gaining more clarity into the manifestation of your love and wealth without forcing it, but allowing it to pass through you, allowing the cosmic energies to bring it to you. We just had the full moon last week, and so much comes up to the surface for us to release consciously, and so that we have more clarity on what needs to remain behind, and what remains behind then distills further and grows in our life with strong foundations. So beautiful. And this, if it is pertaining to love relationships in your life, I wish you all the beauty, and sit through the phase and enjoy the deliciousness of that dreaming and that beauty. So let's see if there are specific prayers we would do. Actually, we are going to do the invocations of these two crystals. The first one we got is Archangel Remiel and Aragonite in the crystal, and they both are from the 444 deck. From the deck of the 444 part of the oracle deck. And that again is the message of 4 represents stability and strong foundations. So it's beautiful to receive that. And you start with the message of rest, which of course we talk about rest in physical form, but rest is also in a spiritual way, in a energetic way, in a mental way. Rest in all forms, in whatever you need to unplug from the mass consciousness, to delve in deep into your own energy and the cosmic source that you are always connected to. And in doing so, you rejuvenate and recalibrate your frequency to what you want to attract, what comes naturally to you. So it's the energies of rest being made available to you. We bring you the gift of rest. I'm reading from the book now. We ask you to reflect on what you truly need. Do you need a break for an hour, or now to relax and recharge? Or do you need to change your lifestyle to more regularly include rest so you can sustain your vitality, sense of well-being, and creative energy? Do you need rest that is active, that helps you switch off your mind and come out of your head into your body? Do you need rest that is physically still to deeply replenish your energy reserves at a deeper cellular level? Do you need mental rest to let go of worry and stress? Or emotional rest to let you off an emotional roller coaster and into some simple acceptance and happiness for a time? Rest can happen in different ways and on different levels. We now bring the gift of all types of rest and ask that you choose that which will feel best for you at this time. It's a very powerful and beautiful message. I really want you to pay attention to each sentence that was associated with this crystal, with this card, with this image, for you to find the kind of rest that you need and not confuse productivity and not confuse being useful to yourself or to others in a constant running around that depletes you from your energy and hence unable to rest. That's become such a mainstay of the modern life in all cultures, all civilizations around the world now. But the most, happiness quotient in most communities that are actually happy and content are able to rest as community, where it is elevated, where it is honored, where it is built into systems. And we, the way showers, the collective who's watching this, it is incumbent on you to first apply this to yourself as a way of claiming that rest for yourself so that you can actually tune into what you really need to express your highest and receive your all the wealth and abundance that is yours in ways that make you actually feel prosperous, free, joyful, and restful. I call upon the crystal angel of Aragonite and Archangel Ramiel, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing gift of rest now. I choose to see, know, and feel that rest is a way to serve love, to honor the gift of my body and mind, and to express love for myself and respect for the loving creative intelligence of the divine feminine that moves in cycle of creation and rest again and again. I give myself permission to rest, and that this is a mature, wise, and loving decision, which is easy for me to act upon now. Through my own free will, so be it. I choose of my own free will, through this and other lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to release any fear, any resistance, guilt, or shame about my need to rest. I now choose of my own free will to give myself permission to rest. This is a way I choose to honor life and receive the energy I need to manifest my full divine potential as a radiant being of love upon this earth. True divine grace and unconditional love, so be it. Radiant souls, we are receiving our radiance through this rest. How beautiful is it? Okay, so I am going to do a quick prayer related to this so that we can keep this within a reasonable time. Number 6. So the revelation is, we bring you the gift of revelation. This is basically knowing. We have received this card before because I almost remember about this blue obsidian and the angel Amethyst reading this out. So basically this is the revelation coming to us in whatever helps us to know or not know. At this phase, knowing something important to us will help our journey, so that gift is coming to us. I call upon the crystal angel of blue obsidian and angel Amethyst, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing gift of revelation. I trust and receive the truth revealed now. I accept insight into my own destiny, into what I am releasing, into what I am opening up to, and any insight I need to know about situations in my life which will serve my growth at this time. May these revelations be delivered with grace, mercy, and compassion. I'm strong enough to see and know the truth and feel unconditionally loved by the universe. Through my own free will, so be it. So I'm going to just say the prayer quickly for this. Bow your head and say along with me. May divine love bring truth to all beings at the perfect time and in the perfect way, so every being can manifest their divine potential and be happy and free according to divine compassion, so be it. The truth of love revealed sets me free. This also applies to the love card here. So whatever is getting revealed is setting you free, either as release or as bringing new, or both. In that spectrum of releasing and bringing new, these revelations for wealth and love, they are setting you free and you're ascending into your newer time cycle. And the abundance of Satis, the celestial goddess of abundance, blesses us now, and we pray to her magnificent gifts at this point to come into our lives, and may our hearts, minds, bodies be free of any past heavier energies and memories that have kept us in loops, in karmic cycles, in karmic relationships, in loops that have not let us go higher into our highest potential. As we release all that, we are now inviting in the abundance of Satis, the stellar goddess of abundance, to come into our lives. And with that, we're going to end today's activation, today's prayer. Thank you for being in this space and participating in this collective activation of new love and new wealth. As we go out of today's video, I would just like to mention that if you find resonance, if you'd continue to like to participate in this, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that it can grow and reach more people in the collective who are on this journey, tuning into this frequency, and all of us can elevate into our radiant selves and bring prosperity to ourselves and to others in this radiant world. Thank you. And if you also want a personal reading, the details are in the box. I'll be happy to see you there. If not, I am grateful that you came to participate and share energies here. I am so glad and honored to read these energies and activate these energies every day for you. Thank you. Bye-bye.